Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I hope that you are all doing well. I have my totals for 2025. This is a little later than I wanted to get it up, but things were going on, and while I was hoping to film this at my parents' when I was checking on their place, I wasn't feeling like it, and I kind of crashed for a few days, which I really needed. So we are a little late on getting this out, but I wanted to go over all of my totals and see how I did. Let me know how you think I did. Let me know how you did. What were some things that you feel like you really made a good progress in that category or with a certain item? Let me know down below. Let me know what your goals are for 2026, and if you had any for 2025, let me know if you hit those or not. Okay, so I have them all written down, and yeah, I've been watching. Anybody else watch The Masked Singer? I was writing down the clues as I was trying to write down all of the totals. So yeah, let me know what you think of The Masked Singer if you watch it. All right, so in 2024, I said my goal was to finish 500 samples and 1,000 total, and I did. I finished 1,013 items. 171 of those were foil, 535 were full size, and 307 were sample sizes. So that's where we were, and my goals for 2025 were 1,000 items and to finish more foil packets, trying to get some of those out of my collection. So going month by month, this includes both my sample Saturday videos and my empties videos. So I'm going to give you two totals for each month. For January, I finished 48 items and 38 were in my sample Saturday. February was 57 with 38 samples. March was 59 with 26 samples. April was 61 with 26 samples. May was 61 with 44 samples. June was 62 with 40 samples. July was 48 with 59 samples. August was 58 with 42 samples. September was 52 with 17 samples. October was 60 with 20 samples. November was 41 with 22 samples. And December was 49 with 24 samples. So you could add up all of those and figure out where my totals are. But my least used months for just products in general was November with 41. And September with 17 samples that I finished. My camera just did something I've never seen done before. It just was like pink lines all over. I don't know what was going on. Okay, so I was talking my samples. If I don't finish a sample, it gets rotated into, it will show up in an empties video later. So those samples are the ones that I actually finished that month. Like I said, September was 17 samples and November was 41 of just everything for my smallest months. My biggest months were June for everything. I finished 62 items. And then in July, I finished 59 samples. Crazy. I was working on those foil packets a lot. Now, going category by category, we're just going to run through and I'll tell you what they all were. So miscellaneous is my smallest category. I finished 7 things. 4 of those were nail care with 2 removers and 2 nail files. And then oral care was 3 with 2 toothpaste and 1 mouthwash. And those were toothpaste and mouthwash that were different. They weren't my standard Tom's, because I stopped putting those in my empties a while ago because it felt really repetitive. Here's my toothpaste every month. So it's other toothpaste. I did finish more than just 2 in the year. In terms of supplements, I finished 1 foil packet and 36 full bottles for a total of 37. Then we come to hair care. I finished 71 items, 17 foil packets, 22 samples, and 32 full sizes. 14 of those were conditioner with 1 mini and 2 foil and 11 full. I finished 1 hairbrush, broke 1 hairbrush, I should say. Finished 5 hairsprays, 2 mini and 3 full. 19 shampoos, 11 full size, 6 minis and 2 foils. 1 scalp scrub, 31 leave-ins, 13 foil, 13 mini, and 5 full size. Makeup, I finished 115 items. 25 of those were foil, 40 were mini, and 50 were full sizes. That's pretty impressive, I feel. I finished 1 blush, that was a full size. I finished 2 bronzers, those were both minis. 4 brow gels, those were all minis. 9 cleansing balms, 5 of those were mini and 4 of those were full size. 5 concealers, 1 was mini, 1 was a foil, and 3 were full size. I've been focusing on trying to finish up older products in concealers and foundations and primers. I finished 4 eye primers, those were all minis. 17 foundations, 3 of those were minis, 9 of those were foil, and 5 were full size. Lip balms were 10, 3 mini, 1 foil, and 6 full size. 1 lip liner, and it was a mini. 4 lip masks, 2 were mini and 2 were full size. 1 lip oil, that was a full size. 1 lipstick, it was a mini. 9 makeup wipes, 1 of those was a foil and 8 were full. That seems weird, but maybe I didn't have as many sample ones to use because I usually use the ones that I pick up in the hotel. But I went through everything. I was looking at all the totals, making sure they all checked out. I finished 4 mascaras, 3 of those were mini and 1 was a full size. 18 primers, pretty good. 7 of those were full, 4 of those were mini, and 7 of those were foil packets. 4 setting powders, 3 were mini and 1 was full. 15 setting sprays, 4 were mini, 6 were foil, like the little travel perfume size or perfume sample size. That's why what I called a foil. And then 5 full size, and then 6 makeup sponges. In terms of fragrance, I finished 115. I did go through and show every single fragrance that I finished in 2025. That is a separate video. I will try to remember to post it up above. But I finished 115 in total. 7 were full, 34 were mini, and 74 were sample. There was 18 body sprays. 2 of those were sample size. 4 of those were full size, and 12 of those were mini. And then 97 perfumes. Most of those were samples. 72 of those were. I finished 22 minis, so those are travel size or the subscription size, and then 3 full-size perfumes. Then we come to body care. I finished 168 items in body care. 34 of those were mini, 4 of those were foil packets, and 130 were full. Body care is easy to go through. That's what I have found. I finished 14 bars of soap, 10 body butters, 3 of those were mini and 7 of those were full. And I used those like on my hands and my feet, especially at night. 21 body creams, 4 of those were mini and 8 of those were full. And in some ways I got lotions and body creams. I sometimes get those mixed together. So that is where we are. All right, after checking, I finished 17 full sizes. I don't know where I got that 8. I think something went wrong. So 21 body creams in total, 4 mini, 17 full sizes. 38 scrubs. Yeah, I like scrub a lot. 7 of those were mini, 1 was a foil, and 30 of those were full sizes. I usually go through at least 2 a month, depending on what the product is. Some of them I go through more quickly. Tree Hut takes a little bit longer than some of the other ones. I finished 27 body washes. 1 of those was a foil, 10 of those were mini, and 16 were full sizes. I usually think of it as 1 per month, but I obviously did more than that. 4 deodorants, those were all full sizes. 1 foot cream, it was a full size. 1 foot mask, it was a foil, the foil packets like sheet masks. 21 hand creams, those were all full size for a hand cream. 18 lotions, 1 of those was a foil, 9 of those were mini, and 8 of those were full size. 6 shaving creams, those were all full size. 1 shower steamer from Bath & Body Works, that was a full size. 4 SPF, 1 was mini and 3 were full size, and then 2 sponges, the body puffs. Those were both technically full size. Home scent, 185 home scent. 8 of those were mini and 177 were full size. So I have 61 candles. 8 of those were votives. 15 of those were single wicks. 2 of those were 2 wicks. 2 of those were 4 wicks. And 34 of them were 3 wicks. I had 15 wallflower bulbs, 1 wallflower plug, that Rip My Cherry one, it was so cute, 17 hand sanitizers, 7 car fragrances, and 84 hand soaps. Yeah, I realized I've been going through like 5 or 6 a month, so hand soap is up there, which is why I'm so tempted to go buy some when they're 75% off. All right, my final category is skincare. This is my largest category with 354 items. I know. 126 of those were foil packets though, which really helped that number. 144 were samples. Obviously that helps that number too. And 84 were full size. I had 12 acne dots. Those were all full size packets. 4 acne serums. 3 of those were full and 1 was a mini. 60 cleansers, 7 full, 31 foil packets. I had so many of those and I was really working on getting out all of those foil packets. And 22 minis. 7 cleansing oils, 2 of those were minis, 2 of those were foil, and 3 of those were full size. 13 eye creams, those are 3 full and 10 mini. 4 eye gels, 3 of those were mini, 1 of those was full. I'm trying to use eye gel at night and then put an eye cream over it, just to use things up a little bit more. 1 face mist, and it was a mini. I have not been using face mist as much as I used to. Just everything that's been going on this year. It seems like it's been a weird year, okay? It was a weird year. 2026 is going to be better. Knock on wood. I finished 8 face scrubs. 2 of those were mini. 1 of those was foil, and 6 of those were full. 7 facial oils. 2 of those were full. 5 of those were mini. 4 masks, those were all minis. 95 moisturizers, lots of moisturizer. 52 minis, 24 foil, 19 full size. 2 pore strip boxes, full size. 104 serums. Wow. 51 of those were foil. Once again, trying to get rid of foil samples. 18 of those were full size and 35 were mini. 16 sheet masks. I really need to up my sheet mask usage. I would like to get through at least 2 of those a month. That would be helpful. 6 SPF for the face. 4 of those were mini and 2 of those were full. And 11 toners, 1 foil, 4 mini, 6 full. All in total, I finished 247 foil samples, which is about 75 more than I did the year before, so that is good. I accomplished that goal. 284 sample/travel sizes, pretty good. That is lower than last year when I had 307. And then 521 full sizes, which is once again lower than the year before, which was 535. So in total, I finished 1,052 items, and I'm trying to figure out how I seem to have used less of some things, but my totals are higher. That doesn't make sense. Well, it looks like my foil usage really upped and brought my totals up a lot. I still do have quite a few foils. I have some serums, I have some moisturizers, I have quite a few toners. I need to work on toners. I need to work on shampoo and conditioner again because I have quite a few of those. But my goals for 2026, my goal is to finish up, well, once again, I'd like to hit 1,000 if I could. We're going to see, in terms of fragrance, my goal is, I already said it, but I want to finish a sample size week, and then I would like to finish 2 travel sizes a month and 6 full sizes, like over the course. I don't know if that's going to happen. We're going to see. That's just perfume, body spray. I have 6, I think, in my Project Use It Up currently. And then we'll see what happens in the second half of the year. I would like to finish up my foil packets. I don't know if that's possible. I have a lot of like lipsticks and stuff. I don't think I want to work on those. But yeah, I think my goal just basically is 1,000 items. I would like to use up 1,000 items again and just enjoy what I have. So let me know how you think I did. Let me know what you want to focus on more, or what you think I should focus on more. What's a goal that I should have for this year? Let me know down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you for sitting through this, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.